Have you ever just sat there and wondered what it would take to build a world completely from scratch? Not with bricks and stuff, but with just pure imagination? Well, today, that's what we're diving into. We're going to explore the creator's journey, that just magical process that takes a single idea and turns it into a universe you can actually hold in your hands. It sounds so simple, but this, right here, this is the core of everything. It doesn't matter if you're talking about some massive open-world epic that took years to make or a tiny, clever little indie game. They all started in the exact same way, with a single what-if that just popped into someone's head. So, where does it all kick off? Well, it all starts with that spark of imagination. This is really how every single great game begins. I love this definition because it really gets to the heart of it. Game development isn't just a technical skill, it's truly an art form. It's like your translator. You're taking the feeling of an adventure or the personality of a character that's just in your head, and you're sculpting it into something real, something a player can actually experience for themselves. But what is it that makes this art form so different, so unique? That brings us to the whole idea of creating living worlds. We're talking about the incredible power of interactive art. Just think about it for a second. A painting is beautiful, right? But it's static. It doesn't change. A game, on the other hand, is a world that responds to you. It pushes back. It changes. It literally reacts to every choice you make. You're not just looking at something. You're a participant in a living, breathing experience. And that leads us to maybe the most empowering part of this entire process. Your idea, your rules. This is all about embracing that incredible, limitless creative freedom. And this is where it gets really fun. Because in your world, your imagination is the only law of physics that matters. You want a purple sky? Go for it. Upside down gravity? Sure. You think the hero should be a cat that shoots lasers out of its eyes? Why not? There are literally zero limits to the worlds you can build. So how do you actually get from a laser cat concept to a game someone can play? Okay, let's break down that magic moment of creation, taking it from concept to playable. So the process usually starts with just a core idea. It could be a character, a specific mood, maybe just one cool thing you could do. Then comes the build phase, where you actually start creating things, the shapes, the colors, the sounds, and then you get to the spark. I'm telling you, every creator lives for this moment. It's when all the code and the art and the sound suddenly snaps together and comes alive. Your character moves. The world responds. That fuzzy idea that was floating around in your mind is now a real interactive thing on the screen. It's just pure magic. And going through this process, it does more than just teach you a skill. It actually kind of rewires how you think. Which brings us to this idea of unlocking your creative power. It really is a whole new way of looking at things. The amazing thing is, today, the barrier to entry is lower than it has ever been. Seriously, you don't need a computer science degree. Tools like Unity are literally built for experimentation. They reward curiosity. If you're just willing to tinker around and learn as you go, you already have everything you need. But this is the question that stops so many people before they even start. It's that little voice of doubt in the back of your head that whispers, am I smart enough for this? Am I creative enough? Do I really have what it takes? The trick is to replace that first question with this one. And this isn't just a different question. It's a complete mindset shift. It moves you from focusing on what you can't do to what you can do. You go from a place of doubt to a place of pure creative ambition. So, this brings us to our final section, and honestly, it's the most important one. Now, it's your turn, because your creative journey is ready to begin. And remember, when you create a world, you're not just plugging in assets or writing lines of code. You're crafting an experience, an emotion, a challenge, a story. You are building something that another person can feel and enjoy and just completely get lost in. The technology is here. The platforms are more accessible than ever. The tutorials and communities are all out there, waiting for you. Literally everything is in place. The only missing piece, the final ingredient to turn all of this potential into reality, is you. So I'll just leave you with this. Every single game starts as an idea. And you have ideas. The only real question left is, what world will you create?